Hello, my friends, and welcome back as we continue with the Dunedain of Arnor campaign in Divide and Conquer version 5. We immediately have the battle between our General Bregvin versus Captain Glirhuin of Angmar, and he brings a decent contingent, a unit of Northguard, some Huskarls, Iron Crown Warriors, and Landsmen, but we have a much stronger army. And something I just noticed about this UI is that tab we are highlighted on has the 7 stars, which I really enjoy. Now, this should be coming out on Saturday. I announced in my second Dunland video that the schedule I'm going to try my best to keep up with is Wednesdays will be Dunland and Saturdays will be the Dunedain. And if I ever find time to fit a third episode in the week, I will maybe try that. But for now, I'm content with this upload schedule, and I think sticking to this is probably a lot better for my personal scheduling, knowing that I will get these recordings done by, like, say, Tuesday or Friday, and then have them uploaded for the morning. So let's see here. This is a pretty weak army. I'm going to go ahead and just do the standard tactic I like to do here. We have a couple of journeymen. I'll put them on this side. Our infantry is a bit weak, though. We have merchant infantry, not many Dunedain wardens. Put those guys up there, and cavalry over here. Now, something I did notice, actually, when I was uploading or processing my second Dunland video is I had made an intro for the series, about a minute long, with some cinematic work and some tribal music. But I guess for whatever reason that intro got corrupted. So my video recording software I use Shotcut. It was able to recover the audio from it, but none of the video. And I thought I had that on my first episode, but I guess the corruption, or either I forgot to upload it and save it, it just didn't appear. So I thought it was on the first episode. I guess my intro wasn't there. I don't know if I want to actually go back to fix that or not. I think I might just let it be what it is for now. But usually I like to have a special intro on the first episodes whenever applicable. But anyway, going on for that, let's see here. We have a big army here. Not too big. A lot of stuff that's weak to arrows. That does seem to be Angmar's kind of a common thing. They lack shields outside of, like, Northguard, their infantry, and thralls. A lot of their units are, like, two-handed. Like, their Iron Crown Warriors are two-handed. Their Halberdiers are two-handed. They do seem to lack shields, which gives us a nice advantage with our cavalry and the likes. Some more graders, but I'm not concerned about those. Really, I want the landsmen to be dead, and those huskarls. Oh, and I'm getting a spam phone call. I'm going to silence that. Although Northguard are armor-piercing too, so maybe getting rid of them might not be a bad call. The War Raiders might be firing at our scouts. Let's go into a Cantabrian circle before we take too much damage. Thank you. Now, I'm not too concerned with these War Raiders. They can do decent damage, and it's best to get rid of them before they start doing the circle shoot, so we'll just let it be. Yeah, let's switch to the Landsmen. They are a lot more threatening, especially if they throw axes at our merchant infantry. In fact, I'm going to retreat with the merchant infantry. I don't want them engaging yet. I want them to be spared, since we can't really retrain them at this point in our campaign. Get rid of our savages. Let's switch to them. A lot of the landsmen are dying, but it seems like some of our archers are having issues firing here. Bring the Freeland militia up closer to engage with them. I think they do want to hit the archer militia. Alright, let us switch to these savages now. Come on, one nice volley, and then we'll send the sellswords through. Oh, wait. And retreat. And retreat. That should be great. Looks like they're pulling their Northguard out, which is nice for us. Let's see, I think they are still trying to get close to us with those landsmen. Yep, they are throwing axes at our merchant infantry, so let's try to avoid that. Countercharge those men. Where is our general? Who are you even firing at? Maybe hit those Northguard, actually. Now, we need to use our cavalry, like, right now, as our front lines will buckle quite quickly at this rate. So, Journeyman, why don't you just focus on the Warg Raiders? Cavalry will make its way around the flanks. These ones are way too far back. How are we doing in the front line? Our Dunedain Wardens are holding for now against these Huskarls, but they will not hold forever. Archer Militia, they will be getting into melee with the North Guard, which is not ideal. So even the Angmar Infantry are coming in, but a rear charge on the North Guard with our Dunedain Knights takes out well over 50 of them in a single swing, which is great. Greenland Militia are starting to rout. I'm okay with the Archer Militia being in melee. Let's see, let's switch to those now. I want everyone focusing on those. How are our sellswords doing? They're actually fighting okay against the savages. They've only lost maybe a dozen or so of their number. I do think it's time we actually get these merchant infantry engaged now that it is safe to do so. So Archer Militia, run away. Same with you guys. Let the merchant infantry take over. One more rear charge in the back just to thin out the numbers of these elites. And we are getting routes, which is nice. Who is left here? Looks like some Iron Crown warriors. Archers are all firing at different targets. Let's just shoot at something that's running away. And merchant infantry charging in downhill through the snow over the corpses of the fallen Archer Militia. Their brethren from Bree, perhaps their friends and family, who have been conscripted into this cruel, cruel war. But so long as Angmar holds influence over the north, it shall not be safe. And everyone needs to support the battle. Looks like we have killed their general, which is great. Captain Glirhuin is down. We should see routing between the Angmar infantry and North Guard very soon. Yep, they are now broken. This is excellent. Now, I absolutely love these merchant infantry. I think they are just amazing units. I love their models, and I love the fact that they have pole hammers. We cleaned up the savages here, but it appears that our... It looks like we've lost our ability to fight the longbowmen. Yeah, let's bring these sellswords over here. Merchant infantry. We'll try to shoot these guys. We have arrows coming in. Journeymen are firing. A big volley. Armor-piercing crossbow bolts going in. They are wavering and they are routing. Let us chase them down and send them not back to home, but to the prison cells. Let us execute these Iron Crown warriors. They did a lot of damage to us. One good crossbow volley should do it. Oh, get out of there, cavalry. Do not get charged. Winding up the bows, loading them, and firing. And our sellswords are actually in the line of fire. That's not good. A few more going down as they run for the hills. Let's end the battle there. 102 by the Rangers, 105 by the sellswords, and 117 by the cavalry. And we shall execute those men. I do not want to fight them again. Sometimes I want money, but I think we're doing okay with 5,400 gold. Now, Bregvin is on the approaches to Mount Graham, which is very undefended, it would seem. Oh, hello, Haradrim Diplomat. Shakawiya, all the way from Harad to the Iron Crown Legions of the North. And we do have one issue. We have a Angmarim army outside of Carindum. But if we can get our army here some better armor. We actually have a few Sons of the Fallen. That's nice. Let's see. I want... Probably the Dunedain Rangers need the armor upgrade the most. And perhaps these Dwarven Travelers, since they're okay in melee, that would boost them up a bit. I don't want to give it to, like, these 3 Dunedain Wardens, because 3 of them aren't going to make any use out of that armor. We have a captain here outside of Barkellig. So, let's pull up a Dunedain Ranger to help defend that place. And how much money are we making? We're making 10,000 gold a turn. I know Aragorn was down here somewhere. Looks like he's on the way to capture Argon, which has been upgraded to a stone castle, but there is a Enedwythian contingent nearby. Corwillishar is also upgrading to have proper walls, and by then, a war camp will give us actually quite a few units. A lot of the Cardalon units, which will be quite nice. And we're still in ever danger of Arid Luin. We did ally with them, but as we've seen in version 5, alliances can be broken by the AI, so they may still be a threat. Do we have extra money to make reinforcements? We need to get population up here in Dead Man's Dyke. That place needs to upgrade. What we could do is I could take population from Numinos and then move it to Dead Man's Dyke. That could actually work really well, because Numinos has 8,000 people. It's got good growth. And we actually have some Radar units which are coming out. We could probably send those down south. I imagine we can mostly clean up here with most of what we have left. Though there's still more of a Tarth. I believe that is an end turn. Let me just see if there's anywhere else that I should be recruiting. Looks like everything is actually just doing what it should be right now. I guess we get some Rangers at Koloniak. It's always a good idea, to have extra Rangers. Sword and Infantry are okay. Might as well grab them. More Rangers, please. And I think Osul is really safe. I don't really need to worry about this town, though we could fill out the fort here. We actually have 2 forts, so we could just get a nice nearby army. Oh, and Bob is here to join up at Bree. Welcome to Bree, Bob. I hope you can be an excellent governor. And are we about to restore the crypts? Yes, we are. So one more turn, and then we can just get rid of that Barrow White. And we are here at the start of the new turn. Something came to my attention, so I had to go away for a few moments. And so I've already looked at all of the notifications, but we are summoned by the White Council. Urgent news, my lord. We have been summoned by the leader of the White Council to answer the threat of Mordor. Should we respond to this request? And I think we shall. We shall take the ring and cast it into the fires of Mount Doom. Or maybe we will just keep it in Hobbiton for the next 13 years. We will accept the meeting. Now, the 5th Hobbit, he is the one who mentioned this in a previous video. I think it was actually the last Arnor video, or maybe it was 2 videos ago. He had said that we should give this ring to Bilbo Baggins and have Bilbo journey all the way to Mordor as kind of a final adventure, and I think that is a brilliant idea. I love that idea. So we shall attend the meeting. We have 25 turns, so that's still good. That's still a good amount of time to wait before we get there. So we have time. Numinos, ooh, we got a lot of stuff that finished retraining and constructing, and the barrows are restored. The ancient curse of the Witch King has been lifted, the whites have been defeated, and the crypts are once more cleansed. The downs are once again a hallowed site and recovered from the evil once dominant throughout the region. All free people throughout Eriador rejoice, and morale for the region is as high as it was in the days of Arnor. And the settlement has now been automatically renamed to Tirn Gothride. I don't remember the lore about that name. I don't remember, yeah, Barrow Downs or Tirn. Okay, so it's just the Barrow Downs, but in the Numenorian language, which is nice. Nothing really special here. The restored crypts just give happiness, law, and morale bonus, but it does appear like it makes some okay money. I think the crypts might be a good income source if we check trade. Does it even count those? I don't think it does. I guess those aren't actual economic points, which is fine, but it did get rid of the army that was out here, which is quite nice. We have a Rangers Guild available in Carndum. Why not? It looks like that army has moved elsewhere. They must be moving south. Let's move our spy up here. Yep, there they are. Larnock has... This doesn't appear to be a last stand army, as there's sellswords in it, and it's not that elite, so I don't think this is their last stand. I think we still have some time to go here. Construction report, Matrife finished the school, which is nice. Oh, that's cool. You have an Arnorian longsword. That means we can get the war camp rolling and actually have some units down here. Mengelin, Tirgothride. I'm not sure what we really need to do here. It's not like we get anything from this except for a morale bonus, so I think just trade. Now, it's a very small region. I don't think roads... Oh, they do actually help a lot. Okay, but we will want Carpenter's Hut before we go into roads. Tharbad repaired, Barkellig repaired. Alright, we're looking fine there. Arid Luin is prospering. It tells me they may have taken another settlement somewhere. I'm not sure. They're only in this one region. We will need to keep our diplomat kind of on the border here. We have Ray. Why don't you get a watchtower there for us? And keep patrolling the western borders. You're kind of my first line of defense with your farmhand, pikemen, and hobbit army. Oh, it's such a bad army for fighting the dwarves. As Gilead is under attack, and Kyra Andros. Interesting that they are still alive. So I guess, Bilbo, it is time for you to head on out of here. I would like for him to get some, like, better traits. Maybe a Grey Company banner. Drillmaster would be useful, actually, to get him moving quick. But it also gives us training cost reduction, so I should utilize that before he gets here. Do we want Sworn Horsemen? If we're going to make an army for him, I feel like it'd be cool to have a mixed bag army here, but I do want Arthedain Knights and Sons of Numenor, but it's going to take a long time to get to those, unfortunately. I should have made the building after upgrading the settlement. In fact, it literally might be quicker if I was to get rid of the Royal Barracks and then rebuild it. It could be quicker to actually train our mainline units, because that is a long time. 20 turns, like, let's be real. I guess I could just train stuff for now and then do that. So let's get Blademasters, since they're always amazing. Armsmen. Cardolan Sentinels are really just better, cheaper versions of the Sworn Infantry, but I guess they are kind of limited by their availability. Wouldn't mind more Rangers, but actually these Cardolan Sentinels have much better defense. Granted, they have a shield and better armor. We'll get Sentinels and Rangers, why not get both? The Rangers have much better range anyway. Looks like that's all we can actually recruit for the time being. Bob, did you not actually go into Bree? That would explain some things. Well, let's retrain those lumbermen. We have a little bit of money left. Bilbo, head on north to Numenos. Let's get you some special armor going. Captain Arahil, keep going left. I might need to join this army up with Bregvin. We do need to check what's going on in these settlements, but I think getting a push on Mount Graham would be nice, and then more of a Tarth. And that's where we need to take the ring. So is it Halbera that has it? No, I think it's Aranarth, right? Yeah, he has it. We'll keep him here for now. That is fine with me. We do need to get more armor on these lads. So let's just do that. Get everyone armor. And Aragorn, you shall make your way to Argon. Though you do have an army in the way, it would appear. We may need to fight these guys. Captain Wolfsfrea and Agathor. Yeah, let's get rid of them on the field. Give that a quick save. Taking Argon will be nice. I like being on the river, as it is more trade, and it gives us a natural barrier, unless Anandwythe has some ships. Alright, and look at those Grey Company with their full heavy armor. I absolutely love it. And we still have Barlaman out here too. He does actually have the upgrade now, so he has the upgraded Arnorian shields. I love that look. I think Aragorn will lead from the front, as his bodyguard is really good at doing. Gatekeepers over here, we'll keep them with some farmhand pikemen to protect them. That seems like a decent strategy. Farmhand pikemen right in front, gatekeepers in back. I like that. A couple of archer militia too. We can maybe just put those all on Barlaman's company. And Aragorn and the Eldarion, his son, with the bodyguard, shall be right behind. I would love it if Eldarion had a unique bodyguard. There was talk in the Discord about having a custom script for him that someone made it as a suggestion some time ago, and I would really like to see that rather than just these standard bodyguards. Vandover's archers, you guys are, that'll be fine in that loose formation. We have armsmen, they can take up this front, and I think we have some Blademasters that can go here. Armsmen, so this is Aragorn's contingent. We have some bandits. I think we'll just kind of mix these bandits around. Doesn't really matter where. They're expendable, so they're good for the... They're good for... What am I trying to say? They're good for attacking settlements, since you can just throw them on the walls and not really have an issue. Let's put you in Barlaman's group. I guess Barlaman already has these hunters out here, but I'm going to put those kind of back behind Aragorn's line. 2 to Dunedain Rangers also back behind Aragorn's line. And let's put these Brilliant Militia here with these Woodland Hunters. I think that looks good. Kind of 2 main army components, and then Dunedain Cavalry will be on the right flank. So the reinforcements are coming from behind. We will position up here with Barlaman's army, and Aragorn shall take this region. Kind of getting a wide flank around them. They may just stand there. Let's speed it up as we walk. And now Barlaman is a bit closer to that other army. Let's take the high ground here. Aragorn will have more range than Barlaman, so he will need to be the one to start firing. Let's have everyone sprint, please. Especially those rangers. If we can get into range and kind of start peppering fire on the not Greyflood Raiders, but Thelani Herders, they are known. I do kind of miss part of Andor old roster, specifically the Angren Raiders, the cool, like, tower shield, like, wooden tower shield javelin units. I miss those guys. Granted, now the Falon Border Guards are here, and I like them a lot. I just kind of miss, like, the old Andor though. I mean, the Mokaini and Baxtoy are essentially just the Moot Keepers, but we've lost the Moot Pikemen. Although we might not have had those for a long time now that I think about it. I don't want to get shot at by those guys, so let us hopefully avoid that fire. Oh no, they're going to fire at Dunedain Blademasters, aren't they? Oh, that's not good. Alright, bandits, you need to screen. Like, this actually is really threatening, because they have a lot of javelin units. Alright, let us maybe go over here, Barlaman. That should be fine. We're going to keep shooting up those Falani Herders. Bandits, you need to be the sacrificial lamb. I am sorry, but I can't be absorbing javelins with my heavily armed front line. That is what Enidwythe excels at dealing with. But bandits in loose formation should be a worthy roadblock. Oh, looks like they're going to try to target us. Archer Militia, fire at those. Oh, that's not great. Alright, our lines over here are getting completely ruined. Just get them away from us. Thank you. I don't even care. Just stay in defensive mode, bandits. Don't even engage. Just stay back. Starline Mercenaries. Do they have any other... They have some Mokaini Toda. Let's shoot the sellswords with their armor-piercing axemen. And let us hit those Tota. Farmhand Pikemen, be the front line you were meant to be. Skirmish mode on a few of these units. Where are those bandits? Here, you guys need to run up and be my front line over here. Thank you. Just keep on defending. I don't want to engage until I absolutely have to. And we were in such a bad formation here. Alright, bandits, run up, please. We need to screen against these Toda. Is it Toda or Tuda? I really don't know. Let's have you guys fire at these Falon Border Guards. Breland Militia, hold that line. Spaghetti Noodle, please. Still doing okay for now. They have some Falani Herders on this flank that we need to shoot down also. Let's switch to them. They are quite devastating with their javelins. Alright, switch to those. Let's activate defensive stance. Try to keep our front line going a bit longer. These pikemen aren't looking so well, but that's fine. Alright, everyone shoot at the Falani Herders. They are going to do a lot of damage to Barlaman here. But we will do a lot of damage back to them, and they may rout under such insane fire. Are they just charging us? They are just charging us. Okay. Interesting choice. Like we have a few sellswords getting through the line. That's fine. They will do damage to those woodland hunters, unfortunately. Not much we can do about that right now. Have you guys try to fire back. Farmhand pikemen, keep holding. That's all I need you to do. And I think Aragorn's going to need to help out in this area. Let's get the Blademasters in a wide formation. Armsmen, hold this position, please. Don't we have some spears, actually? Yeah, let's move these spears back here. We can move the armsmen up to help with the left flank. Alright, sellswords did get engaged here with our brilliant militia, but our archer militia got too close. Have you guys shoot at them. Looks like we do have more Falani herders en route. And those archers, please work on those. Yep, take them out, take them out. Here comes the armor, or not the armor piercing, but the elite Blademasters. Oh, look at that sick armor. That looks amazing. I love this armor. They match the Grey Company so well. And given their new elite status, like with their really high stats, that's just so fitting. A few of them overextending here. We do have cavalry. I think it's time the cavalry join the fight. We are taking damage with the Blademasters. I think we got rid of most of the sellswords. We are still firing. Let's fire at those herders. They have a big contingent coming out the back. Anobis archer, switch to the Mordak fishermen, please. Here, you guys are kind of in a space you shouldn't be. Here, even the armsmen have the upgrades, which is nice. Armsmen, keep dealing with those. Gatekeepers, what are you firing at? Let's switch to those Falon border guards. The Falani herders did run out of ammo. That is great for us. Blademasters were able to win out on this flank. We'll collapse in, use cheats of the Dunedain. Now these Falani herders have no chance up against all of this heavy armor. Yet they're just getting annihilated here, trapped by the cavalry. We did be careful. Looks like the what do you call them? The border guards are coming in. You guys charge in there. Not archers, I don't even know what you're firing at. Have you guys switched to that unit of Falon border guards? Focus fire. The archer militia here still firing, doing what they must. And you guys switch to those border guards, please. Pikemen are holding the line for now. Armsmen fighting up against Mordak fishermen, but they are still taking javelin fire. Alright, cavalry, I need you. It's your Blademasters and Grey Company fighting side by side up against the border guards. Looks like we ran out of a unit. Probably the bandits. Where are you guys? Here, get engaged. Okay, let's go hit those Dubshith Foresters from the back. Oh, and looks like we're about to get caught here by the Falon border guards. That's not great. The archer militia, please focus on the guys right in front of you. They are fighting woodland hunters, which is not great. And let's relieve our Dunedain wardens now. This is actually a fun battle. I'm really liking this one. Yes, get shot. Big charge. Not in the best formation, but still will rout the Toda on contact. So Aragorn and the Blademasters have won out on their fight here. Keep capturing them. Chase after the Bordermen. And what are you guys firing at? Just switch to the Huntsmen, I guess. We've nearly finished out these Falon border guards. I believe Barlaman should be still fighting. Yep, their general is dead. Woodland Hunters took a lot of damage. They were not meant to be in melee, but there's only so much you can do here. Barman Pikemen really just holding this line, doing what we need them to do. Excellent work there. Armsmen about to finish off the Mordag Fishermen. Let's relieve them with Grey Company while the Blademasters about for another charge on these Kife Huntsmen. Come on, lads. Big full charge, entire unit. Coming in, these Kife Huntsmen have no chance in melee against these elite, heavily armed Blademasters. Just getting cut to pieces. And I think we've cleared out this flank. Let's start to work on this area now. Our farmhand pikemen aren't doing amazing. We did get charged by Falani herders. That's okay. Cavalry will help with that. And now they get charged. That must have been their general, I think. Now with a charge from the Grey Company. Rear flank and all of the arrows flying in. Yes, it is over. Let us continue the battle for a few moments. We didn't lose any cavalry, did we? That was amazing use. Captain Agathar and Wusk Freya have been slain. 40% to 90%, but granted, most of those casualties were like archer, militia, and bandit. Cell swords, man, they just look so amazing. I love this armor upgrade on them. I think their weapons even get a new look too if we check that out. I think that is a different model than what they originally have. Very, very nice. I love how the army is starting to blend in. A mix of Breland volunteers and heavily armed Dunedain regiments into battle. Even the gatekeepers brandishing their really freaky halberd-type billhook weapons. I love those. I think that's about all we will capture. Let's get those border guards. We'll give them a chance. Maybe we'll see how many prisoners we have. We may ransom them off, because we can easily slay this army within the next settlement. Although it's probably better just to execute them all for even standing up against us. I don't necessarily want to completely destroy Anadwythe. I'd rather subjugate them. Like, it would be great to have them as a vassal. It's going to be difficult, but it might be a possibility. Maybe we give a few of their lands back. Alright, we'll end the battle there. 663 to 1180. We've got 170 by the Grey Company, 139 by Eldarion there. Gatekeepers 134, so the generals are keeping up with each other. Blademasters 100 kills, 145. Bandober's archers 145. That's quite nice, more than the Woodland Hunters. Armsmen getting 142. Not much healing happening. Most of the healing was on our other units, which is a bit sad. We did take some permanent casualties on our elites. Fantastic work. And we could get 2,500, but I think we're going to execute them. And they are gone. So Argonne right there, prime for the taking. And then I believe Karas Nernled nearby, a simple town, but holding the castle will be much more imperative for our campaign. We can even grab some Sarline mercenaries. I will absolutely take a unit of those. And let's get some siege towers going and some rams. Maybe 2 rams would be better. And the rest can be ladders. Let's do that. Only Dukes with Foresters, their general, some Toda, but another army not too far away. Now, I believe Aranier is going to be the general we use. How did they... Wait. They bypassed our land? Ooh, that is not good at all. That is not good at all. Now, let's get you in there. That's a bit scary if they do keep walking around us. We might need to fight that army in the field. McDonald, come on, you're at war with Anadwythe. Why are you throwing your bodies, like, at Tharbad? Throw your bodies elsewhere. I don't even want to fight you. You also have the dwarves in your capital. Like, don't fight me. Tharbad is not in your best interest. Oh, whatever. They will just be stupid, I guess. Now, we do need to deal with Captain Larnak, but I think what I can do is maybe go for more of a Tarth. Potentially give that over to the High Elves. Maybe we could keep it ourselves. It's not a bad region. We need to, like, get rid of Latach and Morvatarth here. And we're going to have him run down. We're going to take Mount Graham from the south while we try to rebuild our forces slowly in the north here. And I believe that is an end turn. Here, Aragorn moved. Our army in the west. Ray has moved. Yep, that is it. And Thorongil has a bride presented. Do we actually have a bride for Eldarion? Oh, what? We have writing in Hobbiton? Oh, oh, I forgot to check the public order there. Yeah, why not take a Rangers Guild? Alright, Hobbiton, what is going on? It appears you want lower taxes, and so we shall do that. They must be mad that Bilbo has left them to go on another advantage. They can't even stand the audacity. We might as well get that war camp here. Why not? I mean, a few, Dunedain units to hang out in the city or in the town is not bad. Bilbo stop in a Numinos. We might be able to get some better armor for him too. That would be a good cause. He can hang out here for a few turns. We do have like 23 turns left to actually get to, to Imladris, so we've got time. Dude, do you have any, like, armor upgrades we could give to him? Just the Elven Friend is one thing. Not really. I guess the Steel Bow. Swordmaster. Nothing for, like, armor. We need to give him armor, because I don't think he has the Mithril Coat anymore. In fact, does anyone actually have the Mithril Coat? Is that a thing that we actually have? I can't even remember. Alright, Tharbad finished the Elder's Hall, which is nice. Looks like that other army decided to not cross over, which is nice. Let's get a port here. I think it's time. We got a port in Tharbad. Free Ross has land clearance. It's getting a war camp. Bree got a school. Should help a lot with the culture. But it might not be enough for this war camp to immediately get us something good. Maybe we just go all the way to the university. Well, we'll do Mason's Guild House. We'll do that first. And Barkella got a library, but it's all we can afford at this time. Bergman, keep on moving down south. Looks like they... I don't know where that other army is. Okay, so he's actually going to Mount Graham. But I think if we can get rid of these two settlements, it'll help us with their last stand. Fred, Bob got a Dunedain merchant. Excellent. And yeah, actually, what was our family tree? Does Eldarion have a child? Yes, he does. Elbergol. What a strange name. I don't like that. It's unique, I guess, but that's kind of gross. I think we'll just ignore that bride for now. I want to see if Eldarion can get some more children. Now, I believe we may as well just go in for the battle at Argond. Nothing really stopping us. They don't even get any garrison units. So we'll conquer Argond, take out the army in the field, and march forward to take Karas Nernalid. Although it would be useful to have Siduri, and then we can use Siduri to hold off Enedwythe in the south. But for now, we will conquer all of Cardalon. They do have proper defenses here, which is risky, so we can't just send in Aragorn. Okay, we will use the siege tower with the bladesmen. Bandits will take that wall. Bandits will also go through the center there. Let's see, do we want anyone else on the walls? Yeah, you guys should go on the walls, maybe a bit farther out. That should be fine. I don't know if we can actually get on those walls. We might be able to. I think it's too high for the ladders, though, so let's kind of go extra wide. And the rest of our army is way too far behind, so let's move them up. Alright, let us start the siege. Go for the gates. So you guys, I'd rather go somewhere safer with them. Go down to Wardens, take those walls. Alright, let's just start marching it up. I think that's everyone on their siege equipment. Now, we might have an issue with these rams. Let's get these archer militia closer. Maybe we can start firing at the Doob Sheath. Yeah, we actually need to fire at those guys. Where are our Dunedain archers? Let's get them in range. I think they want to be firing at the Blademasters. Something is definitely going to catch fire here. It's a good thing we brought a lot of siege equipment. Here, you guys start firing. I need to counterfire these Dubshith Foresters wherever possible. We are very far away with our archers. I don't know how effective they actually will be at shooting them down. 23% on that, 22 here. We have reached the walls with our infantry force on our left flank. And hopefully we can get a few kills here on the Dubshith Foresters. Every kill will make it a little bit easier for our bandits to kind of clear up the walls. We'll continue to fire. They are down to 97, 95. A few more soldiers going down. It is somewhat of a waste of arrows, but someone has to do it. They are really shooting up our Blademasters, though, so those bandits need to start intercepting them. I'm worried that we might start hitting our own bandits, though. That's kind of a concern. We've killed about 12, though. Not bad with our archers so far. 13. I think we'll continue to fire. I'm not concerned about bandit lives. Although one does get shot as soon as he gets on the walls. Keep on attacking bandits. We should... I don't think we're going to actually be able to get on the walls here. I think that siege tower is going to get destroyed. We will bring them over here. Looks like there's cell swords that need to be taken down. Now, are cell swords as good as the Blademasters? 1518 compared to 1521, so we do outclass them. See, we're doing great against the Dubeshith Foresters. They're only 5'10", they're actually quite weak. One of the weakest rangers, but they do have that poison, so they have some use. Hopefully our archers aren't going to fire at us. With that bandit executing that forester. Yeah, we have gotten through the gates. Charge my, not cell swords. Armsmen get off the walls. Wardens get off the walls too. Might try to get some Bandover's archers on these walls. Let's do that. And I forgot about the Sarline Mercs. They need to get into this engagement also. It's going to be devastating with the towers here. Maybe we can get a way station built up at this settlement so that we can replenish our Blademasters. That would be nice. Alright, bandits, hop on the walls. They have armor-piercing axemen. Maybe they need to go left then. We've nearly finished off the Dubeshith here, which is nice. We'll continue to fire at them and catch the ones over on this side. The Archer Militia not too far behind either. Maybe we get them on that ladder. Here. Armsmen having a tough fight up against the Border Guards. Let us use Chieftain of the Dunedain to give us a bit of a boon in combat here. We're just getting peppered by those javelins. Come on, spearmen. Yeah, they're taking way too much damage. Someone's got to do it. Enwithe javelins are still as threatening as ever. But in melee, that is where they shall fall apart. That horse is going down. Border guards being flanked. I'd love to get Barlowmen in here. At 34 of them remain. Alright, archers. That's probably enough. Bandits should be able to finish off 4 foresters now. And that should stop the firing at this wall. At least ideally it will. I'm gonna get the last of the shift foresters. Make them stop. You guys get on that and then get on that wall, please. Or that thing can just get shot immediately. That's fine too. Whatever, just put it on the walls. Armsmen are doing okay here.
Our siege towers have reached the wall.
Looks like the siege tower, yeah, it's not going to survive. It's going to get shot. Come on, there's only 2 foresters. Come on, bandits. 3 foresters. Just surround them. I need these walls to stop firing. Alright, now with all of them being surrounded, 2 remain. Another one goes down. Come on. They're getting many combo hits. 1 is left. Once he goes down, these walls should stop. Finally, that is what I am talking about. We could send the cavalry in. But that's not going to help against the Toda. And they have Fulani herders out here, which is just a bit threatening. Once we do have this flank dealt with, that will help us. Problem is that cavalry that's out there. We do have our Sarline Mercs. They are engaged, so can we just poke through with them? Come on, mercenaries, I need you to clear this path. We're taking a lot of javelin fire. I absolutely hate those herders on the defense. Archers, move towards those herders. They need to go down. They must be out of ammo now. We've taken a lot of damage with their Blademasters. It's okay, they did what they had to do. This wasn't going to be an easy fight anyway. Come on, mercs. Archer Militia, as soon as you're over here, I need you to fire on that cavalry. Same with these Bandober's archers, if you wouldn't mind getting into position. And even our armsmen here are just getting whittled down by the border guards. If our archers could just move a bit faster, that would be nice. Can't use another chieftain yet, but we can use defensive stance. Alright, archers, just start firing then. I don't know what you're really doing. And Bandober's archers fire at the backs of these border guards. Hobbits are in position finally after all of this time. Shooting from above onto the backs of the border guards where they have no defense. There's a risk of some friendly fire, but clearing these guys out quicker is worth the risk. Yeah, our elites have been heavily utilized in this assault. I don't want to send Aragorn in because of the fact that a ballista tower can instantly kill him. His hit points do not save him against those. And I think ballista towers like to target generals anyway, so we are not doing that. I had a campaign once where the second I sent Elrond through the gates, he was immediately shot down by a ballista turret. His whole bodyguard, he was the one to take the blow. I've been down to only 16. That's not great. Bandober's archers maybe going to melee now. I think it's time. We've nearly finished off the Toda. Let's just speed it up now. I think this battle is basically decided. Come on, mercenaries, get behind them. Excellent. That's what I like to see. We need to kill that cavalry unit. That is their general. Few scattered border guards are remaining, sending the hobbits into melee. They took some damage from the... that poor armsman. From the ballista towers. Okay, what can you do? These border guards proving how good they are at defense. They really are quite good at it. Come on, Bandober's archers. You are my best hobbit unit. Another one does go down, but the border guards are finally nearly defeated. Blinding Herders still keeping the towers online, meaning we're taking a lot of extra damage. I absolutely hate how they're able to keep all of these going for so long. Alright, archers, get down. They still have a unit at the front and center of their base. We will move Aragorn in for that. Times 6. Come on, get rid of the herders. They need to die. Only one left. Alright, we've cleared up the army at the front. Ooh, that was devastating. 32% in that frontal engagement. This is why I need to start investing in catapults and trebuchets. We need to be able to take down towers before we go in, because they just do so much damage. And I never do. We have trebuchets. We can get trebuchets as the Dunedain, and yet I still just do not use them. Alright, Aragorn versus Clan Heralds. Now, they do have those javelins. They are quite powerful. But Aragorn shouldn't have any issues. They're going to take some damage here. The banner bearer does go down. We lose quite a few on contact, but if we can just get into melee, get everyone in there. Yep, Clan Herald will stand no chance up against the most powerful Dunedain unit in the entire game. They will hold their ground, these brave General's Bodyguards of Enidwaith, but a 13-15 unit, yeah, it's pretty garbage. And this is their general unit, and it's just so weak. Dunland's Bodyguard got a huge buff. They're almost up to 30 defense. But these Clan Heralds, outside of their javelins, they are arguably some of the worst. Now, what was their previous bodyguard unit? Was it wasn't it also a javelin unit? I'm trying to think. No, they were archers. They were bowmen. That's right. Which is actually quite interesting. We only get bowman generals with like, well, I guess with the Mirkwood elves, the Dunedain, and Enidwythe back in 4.6. I don't and Dale. Dale gets bow generals too. I don't believe anyone else does by like their default bodyguard.
Awed by the
And the battle is won. That was so devastating. And we might have to exterminate Argon. I wish I could check the culture.
honor have conquered.
It might be okay. If we put a general here, and it is a castle. Only 1,000 people, yeah, we'll be fine. That is excellent. One more settlement under our command. Is there anything we could get rid of? Nope, everything here is actually usable, and it's got a blacksmith. That is nice. So if we do get the way station, that should help us retrain our elites here. So I think that'll be my first, what I'll go for first. Let's get some map information sold to Rune. That should help us actually pay for that. I think we can get 1,600. Do that. Excellent. Now we can actually get that way station.
I accept. Very well.
We will immediately build that. That should help us get the elites going. And I love that building. Just having a frontline building that you can create to retrain your elites is quite nice. Alright, now you go be a governor here. I guess we'll mix the bandits up. And now you shall stand in Argond. Barlamin will head down to the coast. Looks like Dunlin did take Barad Vin. So they actually have assaulted Enidwythe. That's great. We might want Barad Vin later. But knowing that they've taken that, we still have to get Karas Nernaled over here, Dolvorn, and then the two settlements, Siduri, and whatever is in the middle here. I forget the name of that one. It's not really that important, though. Now, can we get any more Bandobras? We just can't afford them, that's all. But not bad. Ray, you put a watchtower there. Just keep trolling the borders, please. We need to know when the dwarves do decide, if they decide to betray us. But when they do, we are going for Buzzra Doom. I want those vaults, because that is a lot of money once they dig that up. I think we're at an end turn. I'll end the turn. We'll check what's going on at the start of the next. And then from there, I think we will end the episode. And another Rangers Guild. They're just showing up everywhere, aren't they? Let's see. What are the other guild options, actually? Let's just check that. So there is the Swordmasters Guild. We don't have that, like, anywhere, do we? And this just gives us sword and infantry. Yeah, I'm going to start declining that. No thanks. And Anuminos, aren't you getting a blacksmith? What kind of guild do you have? You actually don't have any guild. Wow. Maybe we should try to get the swordsman guilds here at Dead Man's Dyke and Anuminos. Oh, Dead Man's Dyke has literally nothing for building. Ideally, the Warriors Guild would be preferred. They're just so much harder to get in this version. A lot of things to build. 14,000 gold. Quite nice. Let's get a leather tanner at Koloniak. Actually, this is a keep, so maybe we should start getting those ballista things getting ready. Arquetta, you are just a keep. You need chicken farming. Noka Reglaw got a school. That is nice. Can we get a ballista maker? Ooh, they're sending their army towards Barkellig. We're going to need to pull back to defend that. Let's see, do we want to get the barracks here? We just finished the other building. Geez, maybe we just get... geez, I'm at a loss right now. Screw it, ballista maker. I want to just start getting these things made. You are a castle. What do I need for that? I need the leather worker, so let's get that going. Hobbiton got its mason's halls repaired. Excellent. And I think that's everything. Yep, that would indeed be true. So I believe we will go ahead and end the turn, or end the episode here. We have some Enidwythian armies to get rid of for that devastation penalty. And then we will ideally move on to either Karas Nernaled, or we could move Aragorn down south and send an army from Cor Willishar. Yeah, we'll send a Cor Willishar army down to Karas Nernaled. In fact, we can just do that right now. Bandobras archers, we will send Ed. He's a better governor. Along with these units, and he should be able to do it with just that. So long as there aren't any, like, hidden surprises down here. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think he can he can take out those armies by himself. Until the next episode, my friends, farewell.